Today we're checking out another mini PC, the Beelink SER6. I want to thank them for sending this over to review on the channel. I'll leave a link down below with current pricing and more information. I believe this is the first mini PC I've tested with an AMD Ryzen 9 6900HX processor. Also has an AMD Radeon 680M GPU. It's got 32 gigabytes of RAM, 500 gigabytes of M.2 SSD storage. Maxes out at 4 terabytes. Also has dual fan cooling. You can use this on a triple screen setup with USB 4, DisplayPort, and HDMI 2.1. Pretty large power cable. Seems like nice quality though. HDMI cable is included. Interesting pattern here on the top. You've got ventilation on both sides. USB-A, USB-C, headphone jack, and power there on the front. Here on the back, you've got an Ethernet port, 2 USB-A ports, DP and HDMI port, USB-C, headphone jack, and where you plug in the power, plus some ventilation above that. You've got 2 pretty long silicone feet here on the bottom. Surprisingly, they're putting the AMD stickers down at the bottom now instead of on the top. Just 4 screws that hold the bottom on. You can see your fan bracket and SSD cooler. You can see an extra slot for your M.2 SSD storage. Looks like you've got 2 slots for the memory as well. Performance-wise, this is one of the most powerful mini PCs that I've tested, which makes sense since this is the first with the Ryzen 9 processor that I've tested. It's quite a bit better than the Beelink SER5 Max and even higher in single and multi-core scores versus the Beelink SER6 Pro. That's got the Ryzen 7 that I tested. It's also got a little better overall 3D Mark Time Spy score than those previous Beelink mini PCs as well. While watching 4K YouTube videos, it's got less than 10 dropped frames, so fairly smooth there. But probably the easiest way for me to tell how good the performance is when playing games like Forza Horizon 5 and Rocket League. When doing the benchmark test for Forza Horizon 5, it was right under 60 frames per second at 1080p resolution. It didn't seem to get too hot or have any glitches during my testing, so it was fairly smooth overall. Rocket League also played fairly smooth on here, hovering right around 60 frames per second at 1080p resolution. Of course, that's not gonna be a regular sized gaming PC, but it's definitely smoother than my Xbox Series X, which can feel somewhat laggy at times compared to playing Rocket League on Steam. It can also handle editing simple 4K videos through Adobe Premiere Pro. Surprisingly, it doesn't stutter or struggle at all. It always amazes me. These mini PCs seem to keep getting better and better as far as performance goes, which is kind of crazy for such a small computer like this. I feel like as long as you know what you're getting with mini PCs, this could be a good option. It's got plenty enough power to do just about everything you would need to, whether it's getting some schoolwork done, watching movies, YouTube videos. It's definitely one of the better ones as far as gaming goes. Plus you can even do some video editing as well. I do kind of wish it was easier to pop off the bottom without using a screwdriver so you can get to the internals, like on a couple other mini PCs that I tested. But if you're looking for a mini PC that has really good performance, this is definitely one of the best that I've tested so far. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.